Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here and welcome to episode number 21 of my Liverpool Youth Academy project in FIFA 14. I've been reading some comments on my videos and I'm doing that a lot more in terms of for information now. And I read a lot, or at least one person was saying this is not a Youth Academy project. The thing is, you can see I'm signing, this could be a good explanation. You see here I'm actually trying to negotiate for a good young player. That's what I mean. It's a youth academy project, but also a youth project. It's just a youth project in general, but I did want to put academy in the title, youth academy, because that's a feature in the game. It makes sense. So it's not just going to be youth academy players. It's going to be mixed with good young players as well. So here I'm delving into something I haven't really done before. I've never actually offered for swap players. This is the first time I've actually done it. I find it's a good way to find some value. Fabian Schär for Aga. Schär, who is running out of his contract, I felt we can get him really cheap and swap him for Aga, and he can be a good player for us, a very experienced player as a younger type. Like, he feels, just looking at him and stuff, I don't know, it's a bit weird to say, but he feels older than he actually is. Like, he just feels like an experienced player looking at his attributes and all of that stuff. It feels like he can be a vital player for the team and a rotation option because he's got good technical attributes, can play probably like a centre defensive mid as well. So that's why I wanted to go for him. So now we have negotiated and they want 4 million in addition to Daniel Aga. So we'll see if we can negotiate that and get the deal done. I'm really happy with these kind of deals, something different than I've done before. I guess other people may do these as well, but still, it's just new for me to do, so it feels interesting. So I did want to put in a sneaky bit of just under 4 million, 3 million plus Aga. I feel it will be a good deal. We'll see if that gets accepted as well. Also, the deal for Fernando Quintero is, I really want to get this guy in. Quintero, he's a guy I like in the team, or not in the team. I would like him in the team. Obviously, Coutinho, sorry, is the main central attacking midfielder, but I feel this guy could provide challenge. And a first team, sometimes you need that in your first team. You need challenges. You need players challenging for positions. And right now you have Gerrard aging. Well, Gerrard doesn't really play that attacking midfield position anymore, but this is what I need. I need another guy coming in, and who knows, I may change formation in the future. Sometimes you might get bored with one formation, I'm not really sure. Leave your thoughts on playing 3-5-2, but I'm always going to play what I feel will get me the best results. That's my view on it anyway, especially as I'm probably just like a solid player. I'm not really good, so I'm going to do what's the best for me to get the best results, but also what I enjoy, a formation that suits my style of play as well. I feel that's important factor when choosing your formation. Regardless if people would think it's an OP tactic or whatever, it's, yeah, you got to do what's best for you. So here we had a game against Aston Villa, which I really thought this was a vital time in the series, or in this season, sorry. It was an important game because this is where your season gets set. Because if you can continually keep winning games, you can stay at the top of the table and in that top four. Or it could turn into a season where you just get a win here and there, and then draws, and then you finish like how last season was. I was mid-table into like January, and then I was making my run into the top four. So are we going to have a similar season to that, or are we going to have a more dominant season in terms of just sticking in that top four for the whole season and maybe making a run for the title, being close enough? Because obviously last year we dropped too many points early, and yeah, it was not possible. So it'll be very interesting to see if we can continue early season form here today. And unfortunately, I hate giving away corners that shouldn't be corners, just like a soft corner to give away. I feel I can defend it better. But luckily on that occasion, Mignolet comes up and he made a good save. Well, not really a good save, but it was an easy save. It was a tame header. Yeah, and he was set to just apply a simple save, to be honest. So that was good by him. He's been solid for me. I'm not going to say he's been amazing or crap. He's been somewhere in between. So here, that was probably a bad piece of play by me. They created lots of space in there, but sometimes I find it really hard to defend. I'm trying to improve, striving to improve my defense. Anyone have any tips for when defending? I know I rush my players a lot, but that's sort of, yeah, I'll probably look to change that a little bit. But again, I'm just looking to improve, and that's all I can do. You can't really focus too much. I just have to move on and try and create a chance, as we did here with Richards making an impact once again. He wins a penalty. This guy has impressed me so much. Regardless of the results of matches, this is just impressive signs early. He's doing well. He wins a nice penalty there. But we need to finish it. The captain. Obviously, Henderson's being the captain now when Gerrard's not playing, because he's really stepping up for me. But this is where he needs to step up. If he can't score these penalties, he cannot do the job that Gerrard does. So what is the future going to hold? And Henderson finds the back of the net from the penalty. So he really can show that he can be a penalty taker, really in the mold of Gerrard in almost like every single aspect of his game. Really, really similar to Gerrard. He's doing like on the pitch. That's what I mean. He's demonstrating really similar qualities that Gerrard did. And Gerrard retiring at the end of the season, he's just molding into that role as he did when I started at Liverpool. When I came to the club, I really wanted to mold him into that captain. So hopefully he can do that. Or do you think there's a better option for a captain? Leave your thoughts. I feel Henderson is realistic. In real life, he'll probably take over as well, in my view. So, yeah, just leave your thoughts. But unfortunately here, it was a very, very bad challenge made by Mangala. 66. And I noticed some people saying he hasn't really been improving. And I really don't know much how like players get glitched or something. I don't really like to talk about. I don't like to be talked about glitches in the game. But what I'm going to say is, he, apart from this, of course, the red card, he's a really solid defender. Like, if he doesn't increase at all, I wouldn't really care. He's pacey and strong. He's got good tackling attributes. So, like, I'm happy with that. I'd be happy if he doesn't go up because he's solid the way he is. And if he does, of course, that's good. But if he doesn't, it's not going to be the worst thing in the world if he is glitched or if people will say that. So, like I said, he's really strong, good tackler, and he's got a bit of pace as well for the centre-back. He's pretty quick. So I feel as though if he doesn't even increase from now, I'd still be happy. He can do the job. So here late in the game, we had a red card, so I had to really be careful and not really go too attacking. If I didn't get a red card, I probably would have went more attacking and try and get the win. But you have to be responsible, playing away as well. Yeah, maybe you'll take a draw when you get a red card. It's just one of those things in the game. But here, something is going to happen. We pick up a free kick, and we're going to have an opportunity to win the game late. You see Sturridge there. He was just making the pass as Fabian Delph. He gives away the free kick for whatever he tried to do there. And Suarez, he had the opportunity to win the 3 points right at the end, and it comes off the crossbar, or the bar, one of those. Regardless, or the post, sorry, yeah. It was so close. You cannot get closer to beating the goalkeeper than that, hitting the bar. So I was really disappointed that we couldn't pick up the 3 points in this game as a whole, if you look at it from the start of the match. But then you notice we get a red card. You probably take a result. You would take that 1 point when you get a red card. So here, more negotiating. I feel these players will also bulk up the team. That's what I mean. We have expectations from the board to win the league and win Champions League. So we do need to make these signings, even though this is a youth academy project. But like I said at the start of the video, it's just a youth project in general with young players and youth academy players. So I hope you understand that. And anyone says in the comments, so I don't have to reply to them all the time, can you reply in that way to them so they can understand? It's just a youth product in general, developing Liverpool into a really good team. So hopefully you understand that. And here I was going to attempt another signing. Cancelo, the Portuguese right back from Benfica. Of course, we don't play a right back, but I feel he'll be good as a right midfielder because he's got good attacking attributes. His shot power is really good. He can get some shots on, do well. He's a very good attacking fullback. He's got the high attacking work rate, so he would suit being a right midfielder. And like I said, he's not a general right back. He's very similar to Glenn Johnson, to be honest. He's got good technical attributes. That's what I meant pretty much. And with Johnson aging, I found it was an ideal replacement. And it's not like we are pressured to play him anyway. Cancelo, he's not great at the minute, but it doesn't matter because we've got heaps of other players that can play that wing position. So here, finalising the signing of João Fernando Quintero. Sorry, I think I called him Fernando like his first team earlier. Yeah, João Fernando Quintero, really good player. I like those players that have very good ball control, that I can control the game with them and all of that. He's got the 4-star skill moves, but unfortunately only 2-star weak foot. But when they have that, I know just to use their preferred foot, when I'm passing and having a shot. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's not a crucial thing because I know which is their key foot, and I'll make sure I always use their better foot if it's like 3 stars or lower. So also finalising the signing for Fabian Schär, swap deal for Aga with some money. Again, I feel that is a good swap for Aga because Aga was aging, even though he was a better player in terms of his overall. But look at this guy right here, Fabian Schär. He's got great attributes. I'm sure many others will use him. He's got high work rates. He could actually be a really beastly centre defensive mid, which is a position we also need to reinforce because we only had really 3 players or 4 players that could play in that position. Yeah, only Mvia, Henderson and Gerrard. I'm not sure anyone else who could play there. And we didn't really have any youth academy players, I found, like centre-backs or centre defensive mids this from the past season. So that wasn't great that we didn't have though. But again, that signing's really good. Even though in his description of Fabian Schär, it doesn't say he can play center defensive mid, but he can, just looking up his attributes. That's what I mean in FIFA. Even if it doesn't have it listed as his position, if they've got the attributes to play a position, they can still play there. It's not like if you're playing a position, it doesn't say in their profile or whatever you want to call it. It's not like they're going to go down in their ratings or something. It doesn't matter at all. Their rating never changes. So yeah, that's what I basically wanted to tell you, to those people that didn't know that, but of course some people would know that. I'm just trying to get tips to people that may have not known certain things. Of course, there's always going to be someone else knowing something I said, because FIFA is such a big game and I get tips from reading what someone else says. So I'm just sharing the tips I get from other people to a wider community. So hopefully you appreciate that. And our team is looking really strong. Those signings made my team really, really strong. That's what I was always about with this series. Building a really strong squad that's going to continue to get the squad continuing to get better with signing younger types. That's what I basically mean. If you keep having those younger teams, building your young team together, it's just going to go up and up each season. That's what I mean. In like 5 seasons, we should have a really good squad. If each season I keep signing these players, keep bringing through youth academy players, each season it's just going to get better and better. And I'm really excited for that, to be honest. Like, Villa, he's one of a great explanation. We signed him last season. Mangala we did as well, but he hasn't really improved. But as I said before, it's not really a crucial thing that Mangala isn't, because he's been a good player for me, apart from when I give away red cards. He's been a solid defender. At least, yeah, I can only judge one season, I suppose, but he did well for me. Like, some people said I defended bad last season, so maybe you can't judge that. And also Ilori as well. He's 75, got decent pace. So our defensive stocks are pretty strong right now. Fabian Schär got amazing technical attributes, can take penalties as well. So leave your thoughts on the signing of him. He's just a great all-round player, to be honest, for a centre-back. One of the most round players. And if he can improve, he's just going to get better and better, which is scary to think, just making his current attributes even better. Coutinho, he's actually really doing well for me now. Last season, he wasn't, but I can notice in games now he's really dominating, actually. So in games, I could also push him to left midfield, and then I can bring in the signing of Juan Fernando Quintero into the centre attacking midfield position, because I really like him. He's one of my favourite players. Great dribbler, great passer, great creative player. You can see him there. His balance is really good. Like, balance and agility, dribbling, ball control, I feel for me, they all tie together well in terms of, like, you know, I always say that LT and RT dribbling, those are the biggest attributes that affect that in my view. The agility and all of that. So hopefully you understood that, what I wanted to get across, because I like to give a lot of information in my videos, whether it be giving tips on what attributes are good for a specific thing or good in my game, what I like about certain things, and that's what I want to give in my video. So hopefully that is get across, and if it doesn't, just drop in your comments and I'll try to rectify that. But for now, hopefully enjoy this video, drop a like if you did, and I will see you guys next time.